Let me adjust the camera. There we go. Still a bit early for a stream, but oh well. Yada yada does it. Starting the stream. God. This is a tribute to the god among men, the semi-demigod, the teller of Greek tales, the Minecraft PvP god, the guy who's gone to fight God, Technoblade. I've already cried quite a bit. I think it's time to stop with the tears for now. Like, just honor his memory and his legacy. I just finished rewatching the Great Potato War, and I went out to buy a Minecraft pig plushie. I named him Techno, appropriately enough. And specifically pulled out my Minecraft mug for this occasion. Nice. Tea is very hot. But yeah. I owe a lot to Technoblade on a personal level, not a physical level. Back in like 2020, the first stream I watched of him, well, and was really like the first time I was like getting into Technoblade was Turtle Time, which was him and Phil and the Dream SMP making a turtle farm. I remember that fondly. I think I'm gonna go back and watch that stream. Like back then, I didn't even have a Chromebook. I like had my stupid tablet computer, which was missing at the time, so I wasn't even using it. It was absolute crap. I don't use that thing anymore. We don't talk about the tablet computer at all. But yeah. But honor of Technoblade, I will always remember him. For someone only truly dies when they are forgotten. As long as we remember them, they will live forever. That is a fact. I enjoyed every second of Technoblade that I have ever watched. And every moment I could, I would go and watch Technoblade if I was in the right mood. You know? I loved his self-deprecating sense of humor and his criticism that it is the hilarious criticism he offered to others, as well as all of his plays. He was so stupidly smart, right? I remember that one time when he was like Skeppy was trying to troll him, but he like trolled him right back. It was like the win and like the lose, and that was so funny. Like, I bet Skeppy is like sitting there right now being like, I wish I treated him better. Nobody could have seen this coming. Nobody. I'm holding like a tidal wave of emotions back right now because I've already had my time to cry. I don't need to do any more. Probably gonna end up crying during this stream, but I'm gonna try and keep a good smile because we don't want to remember him in sadness. We want to remember him with happiness and with smiles on our faces. So every time I remember Technoblade, I'll try and smile as much as I can. Every damn time. So good. He was such a good person and a really damn good YouTuber. I would always actively search out clips and animations of him, like just him being him. And like, isn't that like what really matters? That we like enjoy his content, enjoy what he left behind for us. It should never go away. And if it does, I'm gonna be pissed. But I will always remember his voice, his face, his elbows. God, that elbow reveal. Damn sexy. But we will always honor him and remember him. And whenever we do remember him, we will shout his single greatest catchphrase that every fan of his remembers. Blood for the blood god, Technoblade never dies. Let's go, Pog. Part of me feels like that the word Pog was invented because of Technoblade. And like that's one of the reasons it became popular as well. You know, I'm like streaming directly off of YouTube, so I can't like do anything. I can't like pull up clips of him or anything like that, unfortunately. But if I could, I'd share it with you guys. Oh, damn well I would. I would do everything. I would do like everything to share his glory with you. Because the world isn't the same without Technoblade. Every day, I would wait in anticipation for his next upload to come out and being like, come on, let's go. Come on. When's the next Technoblade upload? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. And like when I saw the video come out at like 9:30 yesterday, I was like laying down right here, and I was just like, I was nice and comfortable. And like the second I saw the notification pop up on my computer, I was like racing over to like move that mouse over and like so I can get to it ASAP. And I was devastated. It really set in for me that he had died, that this wasn't some joke or anything. It really set in for me when his dad was reading off his last words to his fans. That's what really put the nail in the coffin for me. Sorry, unintentional pun. I slowly devolved into tears, and as it progressed, and I decided to watch some tributes, and a couple hours later, I remember I was screaming and crying. Like, I could barely get the screams were more like shrill gasps coming out because I couldn't say anything. It was hard. When I was talking to my friends last night on Discord, we were texting in like general chat. Everybody's like, rest in peace, Technoblade. He will never die in our hearts. We will always love him, and we will honor his legacy. And I remember that I typed out, let's say it one last time. Let's scream it one last time. Blood for the blood god. Technoblade never dies. And I screamed it as hard as I could, as shrill much quieter than I would have liked. And it was like very harsh sound, very shrill sound coming out. It was, yeah, it just sounded terrible. But at least I was able to get it out in that moment and like express that, yeah, Technoblade never dies. Blood for the blood god. Let's go, Pog. And I calmed down a bit after that. I went over into our room, woke up my Unchi grandma, whatever, and like and like that's after I calmed down from the crying just a little. Like I said, hey, I need a hug. My favorite YouTuber just died of cancer, and he was like only 26, but he was 23. That's only 3 years off. But yeah. I hugged, I cried for a good solid minute. We came in here, laid down, and watched some Technoblade clips with some Greek mythology. And like earlier in the day, like at least 6 hours minimum, uh, I was like talking to her to my auntie about about Technoblade's Greek mythology and like how he was a semi demigod or a quarter god who he referred to himself as semi demigod. He's probably up there in Olympus, probably like getting armies ready to take on God and Christianity, heaven. Yeah, I bet he's hanging out with the Greek gods right now, plotting to kill Christian God. I don't think we could have asked for better God among men, like on YouTube, because like Technoblade kind of embodied something for everyone. He represented something for everyone. And every time I watched his videos and even clips, I would laugh, I'd scream, "Yeah, let's go! Technoblade!" And I'd just like you'd get my adrenaline pumping, you know? I loved every second of his content. I couldn't like there's never a moment that I didn't enjoy his just him being there. Just him doing what he does. And like I love that he said in his like final message to his fans that like if he lived another 100 lives, he'd be Technoblade in every one of them. Which just goes to show how much he loved being Technoblade, and also shows that he loved to entertain his fans. He would always want to go that extra mile, even though he'd always seemed lazy or tired or just wiped or just yeah. But yeah. Technoblade always live on in our hearts. He is immortal as long as we remember him. For that reason, we will always remember him. Base arm wrestling with the Ares. Getting all buddy buddy with Zeus. Drinking some wine from Dionysus. Like, what age you have to be to legally be able to drink a 22, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, probably sharing a glass of wine with Dionysus. Up there partying in Olympus. He always wanted to be a rider. He was a goddamn amazing YouTuber. Also, I want to say one thing. This is like going to be the really like only real criticism that I'm going to say in the entire video. It's not even for Technoblade. Fuck you, you damn dream stands. Fuck you that said he deserved to die. Fuck you that said he should have. Yeah, fuck you. Go to fucking hell. All the way down to like the lowest damn layer. Just go down there, fucking die and rot and burn in hell. Fuck you. Fuck you. But anyways, that's all. But yeah. Let's just honor him and remember him the way he was. There's that picture of him with like his. I think like the image is reversed, because I know for a fact his right arm was the one that got like the cancer. So he was just sitting there with his withered right arm, holding over and like over his like 50 million subscriber play button, sitting in bed like with the hospital gown on, still smiling. And I'm never gonna forget that smile. Ever. How could I? As the last picture of Technoblade that was ever taken. And I'm going to keep that burned in my memory for the end of time. Even when I die, I'm going to remember it. When I go to hell, because God knows I'm going to hell, I'm going to high five Technoblade on the way there. I'm gonna see that his arm is like all healed up and better, and he's in like prime peak physique, and he's gonna be there. I'm gonna high five him on the way there. Probably gonna have tears rolling down my face. I like impulsively scratch myself anytime I feel sad. Like with scratching my chest, it made the skin pretty raw. Not exactly good. But yeah. I need to do this real quick, Bite my hand for like emotional suppression, specifically my left hand. Yeah, I'm gonna end up like, hopefully I end up sewing a crown and like a red cape with a bit of white fluff on it. I'm gonna sew it onto this pig plushie. Goodbye, Techno. Goodbye, old friend. Many of us grew up with you, watching your content, enjoying every second you were there. We will always remember you and cherish you in our hearts. Never, ever forgetting you. Everywhere we go, we will see your face and honor your memory. Goodbye, Techno. Goodbye, my old friend. Arrivederci. Dear God. Technoblade wanted to become an author, a writer, wanted to make great stories. So do I. I'm going to become a writer in his place. I already have the passion. And him wanting to do it, he wanted to do it as well. So that only elevates my passion, my willpower to do it. I bought a I brought bought a book the other day in Barnes and Noble. Manga in Theory and Practice by Hirohiko Araki, the guy that made JoJo's motherfucking Bizarre Adventure. Like, I'm gonna read this front and back. I'm gonna watch and read every book I can. I'm gonna write my own story. I'm already writing my own story right now, but I'm gonna write my own story. I was going to draw a little on stream. I probably should. You know what? I can grab my binder right now and do it. But Technoblade is just, we don't deserve him. We never did. But we still had him. And for many of us, we needed him. Still really fucking hot. I'm wearing my best Hawaiian shirt for this, you know? Like, this is canonically the Hawaiian shirt I use for Patreon and uh, the Journey of his Ascendancy or whatever the fuck it's called. I'm gonna get my binder. Hold on a sec. I'm gonna move the computer way over here. Grab my binder. Yep, nope, not the books. Not the books. And I'm gonna draw a little. I was working on an armor set for one of the characters in the RP that I play Patreon in. Yeah, it's been cloudy all day. It's been drizzling every on and off a little every now and then. I got this soft line, the basic line work for what I want for armor. Yeah. We're gonna have Techno suit right there. Techno the pig plushie. And let's draw. I'm gonna draw completely from memory. So forgive me if it doesn't look too impressive. I got a lot of inspiration from Technoblade, mostly for writing. Inspiration nonetheless. In Dream SMP, I basically copied a couple of plot points for the RP. It was in its prime, it was badass and the cool new thing that's going on in gaming. It had a lot of parallels with Hamilton and other stories. especially Greek mythology, and like even before Technoblade came around, like all the way back when I was in elementary school, I have had a love for Greek mythology. When Technoblade expressed it, I was like the first time I saw him express it, I was like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And then after he express like, and then like later on, as I started writing more and like became more invested in the RP, like I faded in and out of the RP, being in character and all, and I slowly got to my senses and like stopped being my character 24/7. Like as time passed from that point, after my identity crisis as patron, don't question it. After time passed from that point, um, I've grown more and more appreciation for Greek mythology, and I've been trying to write more and more. I've been looking for inspiration at every chance I get. I'm always reading every chance I get. So yeah, it's basic line work there. I'm doing like the saddest version of Dream. Yeah, some of the fans know like what I'm talking about. Okay, this is actually a bit harder than you think. I'm used to like drawing sharp lines that are very pronounced and like rigid. My art definitely needs to improve. But yeah. This is just a rough sketch. No refinement whatsoever. It's a bit difficult. Trying to do the best I can with this. I hope that Satis does an animation to as a tribute to Technoblade. He's been pretty much every like every animation except for the first animation that Satis has done of the Dream SMP has had Technoblade in, if you noticed. I'm gonna put my own little spin on it. I'm gonna have the crown in like specific position to exemplify Technoblade's laziness. Yeah, this isn't the best, but it's something. I think Blood for the Blood God came from a Warhammer. Everybody knows what Warhammer is. I mean, yeah, Warhammer games, like the Chaos something or whatever. Like was like blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne. It was stupid. Those guys were idiots. Also assholes that would like massacre everybody they came into contact with. Ooh, I almost forgot the tusks. I think like tusks is the right word. That'll work. Dun 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 dun. I'm gonna try and like draw the axe of peace in this as well. I don't have like roar or anything to make this straight. Oh wow. I'm like just drawing like his mask and cape. Nothing more. Well, his axe is going to be in there, but yeah, nothing higher than those things. It's going to look a little bulky in the cape. We got basic sketch down. Looks kind of shitty. Well, let's hope someone takes care of Carl on the Dream SMP. And also, nobody mess with Technoblade's house. At all. Not even Phil or Ranboo. Connor, maybe. Tommy. Eh. But yeah. Nobody gets to mess with his house. Stealing from a dead man is bad. Okay, I'm gonna start like solidifying these lines. I'm not gonna do shading. Shading is too time consuming for this. I'm gonna do it like that. It's not exactly symmetrical. Apologies for that. Getting a couple of notifications right now. Now, if anybody was like a king in all of Minecraft, Technoblade has to be one of them. No doubt. I remember that time that when Technoblade made Dream fan art. Like Technoblade actively displays his fans' fan art in his house on the Dream SMP. I like that about it, about him. Let's shade this in a little. Alright, there's the mask and crown done. Now to do the whole faux fur cape. God, where do you start? Right. Right, I gotta do the X and P, the X of Peace before I finish up the cape, because like it's overlapping the cape. This is a bit crude, but oh well. Card that in a bit. I'm drawing his cape a little messy because I mean, come on, Technoblade's been through a lot, and I have not seen him take care of his cape once. You know, like connect that up right there. I call that done. Technoblade is most remembered for using an axe. Like when he's like using an axe. So here's the drawing. It's not the best, I know, but it works. Yeah. I'm gonna put it away. I'm gonna take a picture of it later, post it somewhere. I think now's a good time to end the stream. You can notice like my mug is like color changing. So you notice that like where the tea is in the mug, and also how cold it's gotten. Yeah, it's like lukewarm right now. I've like had most of it. Well, guess this is it. Me and my techno are gonna hang out and just do things and plenty of YouTube videos to watch. Probably gonna watch a lot more Technoblade, some tributes to him and all that jazz. But anyways, until arrivederci, and I'll see you next time.